What's going on YouTube? This is Dave's Daily Trades, where I bring you daily AMC technical analysis, price predictions, and of course the latest and greatest news. If you could be so kind enough to hit that like button and subscribe, I would be greatly appreciative. All right, let's jump into the charts. So of course I do have the 1 minute chart pulled up here for AMC, and as you can see guys, definitely a shaky start to the morning where we had some pretty decent price fluctuations. Hit hard with the sells, of course, to a low of $56.66. But really the biggest thing that I was noticing today, at least, was this consolidation here. We can say, we'll call it 56.50. That was really our area of consolidation for a majority of the day. And guys, that's totally fine. We did have that serious run up just about 3 weeks ago. So having this sideways trading is totally fine. It's totally normal. And obviously, I'm going to actually zoom out to when we were back trading at $10 and show you guys some similarities of what happened then and what's going on now. All right, so the biggest thing I really want to talk about today was the 1 hour chart and really just give you a quick update on this wedge pattern. So obviously, this is just a rough sketch here. This is not perfect, but you guys can get the picture. We did hit that high of $72.62. But since then, and really for the past couple of days, have not had any serious movement. We can look down here at the MACD. Guys, this is literally flat from, call it 621 all the way to today. RSI bouncing around pretty perfectly, but guys, you can see these humps are getting lower and lower. So obviously, if we look down here at the OBV, volume, or at least the volume is not decreasing at all. It's staying very, very strong. And of course, that's great to see, especially at levels at we're trading at right now. So guys, that is great. But really, let's jump into this 1 day chart and look down here. This was actually back in, we'll call it March, early April, where guys, we were at this $8 and $9 range for literally 2 months. Shout out to all of the OG apes, as we'll say, everyone who's been holding since January and February, like myself. That was really some rough times. So all you newer apes who are a little bored over a week or two of consolidation, guys, we've been here. We've seen 2 weeks of trading sideways until we had that massive run up. And imagine all the people who sold at maybe $11 on one decent day. You guys missed out on a huge run up. So guys, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but do not miss out because this run up was nothing compared to what we're going to see. Of course, I do want to take a look at the technicals down here with the MACD and the RSI. MACD, yes, it did have its crossover, but guys, really nothing happened because of this. The crossover would have happened on the 22nd, and price has been flat. We've really been right around that $55 to $60 range, and nothing has really happened. So, of course, these technicals are only looking at the candlesticks themselves. They're not taking into consideration all of the back-end data and all the news that is really going on, especially with Fast and Furious 9 coming out in theaters starting, I believe, tomorrow, actually. That's going to be absolutely huge. If you guys are a Fast and Furious fan, definitely comment below because that was literally one of my first movie series that I really followed in depth. And of course, RSI now below 70, which is really great to see. This is really going to help attract more volume to the stock, bringing in day traders and swing traders. Because once it's over 70, technically it is overbought, which obviously isn't going to bring in those day traders and swing traders. So overall, guys, I would say price predictions for tomorrow, Friday, would be we're going to continue flat for a little bit. I believe we may have one more touch point, right around $51. And then we're going to come back here up to 60. And really 60 has been this magical number here where we have not been able to really get above or at least stay above for a sustainable period of time. So the next retest of 60 is really going to be huge because if we do get above 60 for 1 day and close above it, we're absolutely going to see massive movement. And actually just drawing you guys back here, I remember we were saying for so long, $15 or $14, this level right here that I have on the chart that was almost impossible. 1450, sorry, was almost impossible to break out of. And that was because Wanda was selling off their shares back into the market, driving price down once it got to $14. And what happened, guys? Once we broke out of that 1450 range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or call it 6 days, we went from $14 to a high of $72.62. So just stay the course, guys. It's going to be okay. Have patience, because good things come to those who wait. And guys, just wait. All right, anyways, there was a little bit of information that I did want to cover on Reddit today. Title of this is Peeing in the Dark Pool Part 2. It is much worse than I thought edition. So, of course, everyone probably read Part 1, which there was a lot of misinformation on it. But this Part 2 was actually really short, really clear about what's going on. So, actually, in one of my videos, we did cover this dark pool data that came out. And really, there was a lot of, I would say, arguing going on about what does this negative numbers mean in here? Is this short positions? Is this actually long positions? What is it? So this user here, what is his name, or her name rather, Anna Slats, reached out to StockGrid, who puts out this data, and we'll read what they said here. For AMC, those negative shares are short. The short volume reported by FINRA is mostly market makers short volume. When market makers are shorting, it means investors are buying. That's where the confusion comes from. So, of course, it is easily confusable, but that's totally fine. But guys, the key thing here is these positions is not something that you, I, your friends, family, or retail in general actually have access to. This is something that only market makers and hedge funds have access to. So this is why it is really important. The first part relates to the FINRA short volume. If the net short volume as reported by FINRA positive, it means those shares were bought, hence FINRA shorting is long. The second part, the position number displayed for each ticker, is from the point of view of big investors. That's the part that is important. Market makers are just delta neutral computers, in contrary to popular opinion, don't determine the direction of the market. So what we care about is what investors do. When the net short volume is positive, it is bullish. And when when it is negative, as it was for AMC for several days, it is bearish. But guys, what do we see here? Taking all of this information, that's the magic number right there. 555 million shares traded in the dark pool. And this isn't from January on. This is in the past 20 days. That's absolutely insane because, as we know, the float of AMC is just above 500,000 shares. So we're talking 20 days, 550 million shares traded in the dark pool. Retail owns just about 80%, give or take. And actually, some sources and some people on Reddit, Twitter, social media in general are saying that retail actually owns 100% of the float. So something is clearly not adding up here. And guys, just the fact that there is 555 million shares traded short just over the past 20 days is mind-boggling, guys. This is some of the greatest information that we'll actually find about this, because we're never going to find out the true synthetic share bullshit that's been going around. We have no idea what that looks like. But this dark pool data is really giving us some interesting data to work with. So, of course, he does apologize, or she apologizes rather, about the first post being incorrect. But guys, really this right here, what I highlighted, is the only piece of information that we need to know to confirm our thesis that this is truly going to be the mother of all short squeezes. I just hope you're all there holding with me, because I am absolutely going to be there. Anyways, guys, that's all that I have for today. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button. Also, subscribe for more content. I'll catch you for the next one, and peace out.